Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum announces development of UAE lunar space station. Starting immediately, the project will represent one of humanity's greatest ambitions in space for the next decade. The United Arab Emirates and NASA have signed a landmark agreement that will not only establish the first space station in lunar orbit, but also help Emirati astronauts participate in lunar missions. The project, called Lunar Gateway, involves Japan, Canada, and the European Union. By the end of the decade, the UAE investment will enable the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center to provide a mission with an airlock, a sealed chamber essential for entry and exit from the space station. Supporting long-term lunar exploration under NASA's Artemis program, Lunar Gateway will also contribute to the UAE's efforts to place the first Emirati astronaut into lunar orbit, further advancing the country's position in the global space race. The first Lunar Gateway components are expected to launch in 2025, while the Emirates airlock is planned for 2030. Announcing the Qasr Al Watan initiative in Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, president of the UAE, said, "The UAE's participation in this international initiative reflects our commitment to foster collaboration with partners around the world. Relationships that advance knowledge and human progress." His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, also said, "This plan awaits us. A great mission, it represents the return of humans to the moon by landing on the moon. The moon and using it as a base for future missions to Mars. The UAE team, along with other international teams, are capable of this task and we will support them with all the necessary resources." The UAE and NASA previously collaborated on manned spaceflight in 2019, with Fazza al-Mansouri becoming the first Emirati to board the International Space Station. The UAE currently has 2 other astronaut candidates training at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston.